What is up, Wolfgang? Odd Future Wolf2 here, and welcome to my second Storytime commentary. Hold on, let me just fix something really quickly. Just put everything off right now. And just to be safe, you never know. Alright, so this is gonna be the story time where I almost died at public storage, and this happened a few weeks ago. I just waited a couple. Also to mention, I changed my skin to be festive. So yeah, I'm Santa. So yeah, so the time I almost died at public storage. Well, basically what happened is, so it happened a couple of weeks ago, and I decided to go to work with my older brother. I'm not gonna say his real name. You know, some of my friends already know his name, but I'm just gonna call him Chris. Why not? So I went to work with Chris, and Chris works at public storage. And one day, no one was able to take care of me, so he's like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna take it with me. So I went with him, and we were supposed to go to I'm not gonna say where he works at, but we were supposed to go to his main public storage. But they decided to change him. They're like, oh, you know, we're gonna need you to go to this place. So it was like a different place, you know. It was like more like 30 minutes away from where he was supposed to work that day. And so basically we went there, and no, it was pretty fun, you know. When he took me inside, he's like, oh, I'm gonna check out the storage units, you know, where everything is. So I'm just like, oh, cool. And can I go with you? He's like, yeah, you know what, let's go. So he takes me with him, and dude, this place is a fucking maze. Like, it is a maze. There's like 3 floors, and it's a maze. It's literally a maze. Like, you could literally get lost in there. So I always stuck with him, and this place was fucking creepy. Like, there was some parts that were like really dark and shadowy, and like you couldn't tell if anyone was hiding there or not, if they were in like a black shirt or a black like sweater or something. So yeah. So we're checking the place out, you know. I was scared that there's like a fucking ghost or something. So I was like checking my corners, turning around, or like just like in the corner, just the corner eye, looking for corner eye movements, you know. Make sure there's nothing there. So, you know, like, oh, there was nothing there. So I was just like, okay, there's nothing there, so that's cool. That's good. So you know, it was probably like maybe a little bit. Maybe, I don't know, maybe like, cause we get out at 5:30. The office closes at 5:30. So we were there for maybe like 4 hours or something, and then this guy came in, and he was just like, oh, he was like leaving already or something, and he was like, oh, he was already leaving and stuff. He's like, oh, I want to mention, there's a suspicious looking guy on the 3rd floor, like, you know. He's kind of like avoiding like like contact with people, and he's kind of like putting his hood over. And this guy sorry, I'm just I had spicy chips earlier. They're getting to me. So we want to report it, and he was like not making contact with people. And he had his hood over and stuff, you know. He looked really suspicious. So my brother was just like, yeah, you know, we'll go check it out. And I looked at him, just like, we nigga, like, I'm going with you. He's like, you're gonna come with me. I'm just like, no, please. He's like, you're coming fucking with me. So I had to go with him, and that shit was fucking scary, dude. We went from the 1st floor to the 2nd floor, and he was on the 3rd floor against a windowsill. And my brother like talked to him. He's like, hey, do you need help? And this guy didn't even talk. He just shook his head like, no, I don't need help. And my brother, oh, are you with the people like that are over there? He just shook his head, like he shook his head again, like no. And he pointed too. He pointed, which didn't really give us a sign, like what is that? What's that supposed to mean? And we went back down, and then maybe like a couple maybe like 30 minutes later, a guy comes in just like, oh, here are the keys for the carts, and my brother was like, yeah, too, yeah, okay. And he asked the guy, hey, have you seen a suspicious looking guy up there, you know? He was like, yeah, last time, yeah, I noticed him too. And last time I saw him, he was coming out of a back door in the place. And my brother's like, really? He's like, yeah, yeah. So one last time we went to go check, and this dude like was a different window. So like he was moving places, and then we just kept on checking up on him, and then this is where the story gets fucking scary for me, at least. Then so yeah. So when we're walking away, I swear to God, dude, we passed the corner and I saw this dude standing, peering over the fucking corner. I'm not joking, guys. This really fucking happened, and I was scared shitless. I kept on tapping my brother's shoulder, but Chris, he was just like, no. He wasn't paying attention to me. He's like, fuck you, I'm gonna work. I was like, wow, dude. So, I tapped on his shoulder. He's like, what? And I went up to his ear. I'm just like, I literally whispered to her, like, he's following us. I can see him in the corner of my eye, looking through the corners. And my brother looked back, and he saw him standing there. And I turned around, and my brother was like, do you need help, sir? And he didn't do anything. He was just staring, and I swear to God, dude, on his shirt, it looked like he had red stains, like blood or something. I was scared as shit, like that this guy had a fucking gun or a knife or something, was gonna pull it out and start and like cut us with it. And this dude, I never ran this fast before because you guys know I'm fat, but he ran full force at us, and we just turned around and fucking ran. We ran our asses off. Like, we tried hiding, he'd find us. We just ran, dude. And this shit was so fucking scary, dude. He was just running, and he didn't have anything in his hand. He was just chasing us, and it was fucking scary. So eventually, my brother went around a corner, and he went around the corner. He tripped his ass. He tripped the guy, and the guy fell over, and he grunted. It's like, ah, like something, like he just grunted. Yeah, that's all he did. So then he got up and ran a different direction, and we didn't know if he was gonna come after us or something. We didn't know that, so we just kept an eye on him. And this is gonna be a very particularly short story, so yeah. So he just left. Like, we didn't see him again. We went back down to the office, and another person came in, and my brother was like, oh, did you see a guy possibly up there? Like, you know, he kind of looks kind of suspicious. And the person was just like, oh no, I didn't see anything. And that's when we were like, okay, well, I guess he probably left or something, cause yeah. And he and the guy told us a very, very important information, that one time he saw coming out of a storage unit. And you know, there's some people, you know, that they sleep, like there's hobos or like people who have no homes, like to rent a storage unit, and sometimes they'll sleep in there. And they'll sleep in there. And I don't know how, my brother told me how they have a way to like kind of lock themselves in, and so they don't like, it's like, cause if you guys don't know, it's dangerous to sleep in a storage unit, because there's a chance like you could suffocate in there. Like, obviously there's a big old chance you could suffocate in there, like a really big chance. So we're in there, and he said no. So we looked up his storage name. I forgot what storage name it was. It was like AB something. I don't know. I can't remember. So my brother searched it up on the computer, and people that used to work, like employees that like have shifts there, they leave notes on those particular persons. And there was one that said, oh, has been caught sleeping in the storage unit. Employee woke him up and then started arguing, and the guy started arguing with the employee, saying that he wasn't sleeping in there and all that bunch of bullshit. So yeah, that's what basically happened. And then like maybe like an hour later, we saw the same guy, He came out walking, and he stared right at us and just left. He stared at us and then walked away. All he did was just stare at us, walk away, and that shit was fucking scary, dude. And like maybe like a couple days later, the guy was caught. Well, I wasn't there, but my brother told me, he's like, hey, you know that crazy dude that I think I just said my brother's real name. And I think I can't remember. But Chris, I was in my room and he came to me. He's like, hey man, you know that guy that chased us at the time we went to work with me? I was like, yeah, you know, what happened? He's like, dude, the guy got caught. Like, he got caught sleeping in there, and they vacuumed him out, and he tried fighting an employee, and the police was called, and he was arrested, and he apparently had a warrant, because apparently he stabbed the guy, and the guy survived. But there was a warrant for his ass. So I'm just like, really? He's like, yeah, dude. And I told the police officer what happened. He's like, yeah, if we didn't like get the fuck out of there, he would have probably killed us. He would have killed us. And in the storage unit, he had a knife in there. So yeah, he possibly could have went back and get that. So yeah, that was pretty scary. Well, that's my story time. Hope you guys like it. It was a pretty scary thing. I never had that ever happen to me. So yeah, it was pretty fucking crazy. Like I hope that never happens to me again. Ooh, gives me this guy looked. I just want to say he was African American. I'm not racist, but you know, because everyone, if you guys saw the video, I'm not racist at all. It's like, swear to God, but he was African American, and even the customer who reported that was saying, oh. I seen him, you know, I don't want to seem racist just because he's black, African American, or whatever. It was like, yeah, no, that's cool, and all that. So, you know, that happened. It's pretty crazy. So I hope you guys like my story time commentary, and I'm just gonna let you guys see what happens here at the end of this Minecraft thing. And I might, and I think I died. I can't remember if I died or not. I think I did. I'm not sure. In this recording, you could probably hear the clicking. This is pre-recorded. I finally know how to do that. Yeah, I was clicking a lot. I was clicking a lot. You could probably hear it. I don't know if you can, but I was clicking a whole shit ton. I was clicking a whole ton. So yeah, shooting arrows here. I think I died. I can't remember actually. This was recorded a long ass time ago. I just waited a couple of weeks for this thing to say the story time. I really can't remember if I died or not. You guys can probably just hear it clicking. I think after this, I probably stopped the recording or something. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I hope you guys like my story time commentary. I don't know what my character is doing right now. So I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe for this story time commentary. Also, do want to mention I'll probably will be uploading on Christmas, maybe like in the morning or something, maybe record Minecraft. So yeah, I want to thank you guys. I want keep on messing up my outro. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.